for school buses. First, school bus drivers will turn on their yellow flashing lights before the intended stop. That is to warn drivers behind the bus and approaching in the opposite direction they must be prepared to stop. Once the bus is stopped, red flashing lights will be activated and the front stop arm will extend. If the bus is equipped with automatic enforcement cameras, this is when they become activated. Now, this is where I want to emphasize again that the reason for these rules is to protect our children getting on or off the bus. While some bus riders are older and understand the dangers of crossing the road or needing to look both ways, some of our youngest students are also riding these buses, and their focus may be on their friends, getting home, getting to school, and that excitement at the end of the day, not the vehicles that are passing by. That's why we've tried to simplify knowing when to stop for a vehicle. The only time, I want to repeat, the only time you do not need to stop for a stopped school bus is when a physical barrier separates your travel lane from the stopped bus. Physical barriers can include dirt, grass, guardrail, or concrete median. A center turn lane is not a physical barrier. If you're on a single lane, a double lane, or a multi-lane road, you must stop in both directions. To help emphasize this message, the Maryland Highway Safety Office is currently running a campaign, Be the Share the Road Driver, throughout the state to remind everyone of the rules of the road. And you can see these great graphics to try to really drive that message home. Now it's my honor to introduce Howard County Public Schools Superintendent Bill Barnes to discuss student safety.
Well, good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. In less than a week, we will welcome more than 57,000 students back into our schools. Of those, over 42,000 students receive bus transportation. Beginning Monday, 548 buses and vans will be traveling Howard County roads to escort students safely to and from school. While I understand the minor inconvenience that driving behind a school bus may cause, I implore everyone traveling within Howard County to exercise extreme caution and patience while driving near a school bus. Please do not pass the bus while lights are flashing, and carefully proceed after the bus has dropped off students to allow them to safely cross the roadway or move up their driveway once the bus has left the stop. Buses are equipped with cameras, and last school year in Howard County, 8,285 citations were issued, according to our police department. That's more than 46 citations each school day, and 46 times per day that our children were placed in unnecessary harm. As a community, we have to do better than this. We need to accept a level of responsibility and be great drivers with our bus drivers and keep our children safe. I implore drivers that are driving within or through Howard County on Monday morning to build in some additional time for your daily commute to account for possible school bus delays while everybody gets used to new routes and new routines. I want to say that I appreciate our school bus drivers, our bus attendants, all of our contractors, and our Howard County Student Transportation team for their ongoing and tireless efforts to safely transport our students to and from school each day. Furthermore, I'm grateful to the Howard County Police Department, their officers, and our crossing guards who are working each and every day to keep our students and our roads safe. And finally, thank you to the Maryland Department of Transportation for your role in uplifting this very important topic to all drivers across the state of Maryland. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Barnes. Well, I'm sure that everybody is really excited about the summer and doing the fun things that we all enjoy doing. We know that we're also excited to get back to school. I love that reference to the start of the new year as students are going back to school. And at the Maryland Department of Transportation, we do strive to provide the safest transportation network in the country. That is really our goal. We are a Vision Zero state, and at the Department of Transportation, we are serious about safety. And what that means is we don't want to lose one individual on our roadways. It is simply unacceptable, especially when we think about our young school children. We now like to introduce our partners at the State Highway Administration to discuss efforts on enhancing pedestrian and vulnerable roadway safety across the state. Please welcome Laurie Gowdy. Laurie.
Good morning. My name is Laurie Gowdy. I'm the Chief Administrative Officer with the Maryland State Highway Administration. It's great to be here today in Howard County. I can't believe that the summer is almost over and that the children will be returning very soon. The State Highway Administration is serious about safety, and this collaboration with our colleagues, the Maryland Motor Vehicle Administration, Howard County Public Schools, and Howard County Police Department illustrates how important back-to-school safety is for everyone. School children are among our most vulnerable roadway users. It is up to all of us to ensure their safety every day, including getting them to and from school safely. The State Highway Administration is making major pedestrian and bicycle improvements that are closely aligned with the context-driven approach which employs transportation programs such as the Pedestrian Safety Action Plan, PSAP, and Quick Build projects, which are easy to install and go a long way in improving safety for our vulnerable roadway users. In July of 2024, we completed a project to enhance pedestrian and bicycle safety on Maryland 103 Montgomery Road between Longgate Parkway and Old Columbia Pike. There is an elementary school and middle school within this section. Maryland 103 was widened with a third lane in the westbound direction dedicated to accessing northbound US 29. Improvements also included a new sidewalk and bicycle lanes on Maryland 103. There is a vibrant green paint used on the bicycle lanes to highlight the area for safety. SHA is also working closely with our partners in Howard County as they identify areas for sidewalk and mixed-use path connectivity along state routes. As these are identified, the county is working to secure funds for design and construction under SHA permits. Having the infrastructure in place is just part of what's necessary to keep students safe when they are traveling to and from school. We also need motorists to do their part. The roads are going to be busier in the mornings. Leave more time in the morning to get to work. Be extra cautious when backing out of your driveway and school parking lots. Drive the posted speed limit when going through your neighborhoods and in school zones. Park your phone. Stay alert and expect the unexpected, including children darting across the street. And know the school bus laws in Maryland and follow them whenever you encounter a bus during your travels. And lastly, parents, please talk to your children before they head back to school about safe rules of the road, including the following. Watch for cars backing out or entering driveways or parking spots. Walk on sidewalks when they're available. Cross streets at crosswalks or intersections. And look for cars in all directions, including those turning left or right. And pay attention. Take off your headphones and put away phones while walking. In closing, we want every student to have a successful year in the classroom, and by following these important driver and pedestrian safety tips, we can help them have a safe year, getting there and back home. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much, Laurie. We know those enhancements that you're making to the infrastructure are truly making a difference to keep our pedestrians, our bicyclists, and our students safe, and we're all very grateful. It's now my honor to introduce Lieutenant Christopher Valentine from the Traffic Management Division for the Howard County Police Department.
Good morning. As students return to school next week, the Howard County Police Department will be stepping up its enforcement efforts to ensure safety in and around our school zones. As we do at the beginning of every school year, for the first several weeks, you'll see an increased presence in our traffic patrols in the roads surrounding our elementary, middle school, and high schools. Our officers will be focused on drivers who are speeding, failing to stop for pedestrians, and who are driving distracted. We'll also be checking for seatbelt and child safety use to make sure that everyone is properly restrained. In addition to our patrols, we continue to operate our school bus camera program and our automated speed enforcement programs in school zones. These tools, combined with our officers on the street, help reinforce the importance of slowing down and staying alert for children. I also want to highlight the important work of our 59 school crossing guards who cover nearly 200 posts every school day. They play a vital role in protecting our students as they travel to and from our schools. The Howard County Police Department takes traffic safety seriously, and the safety of our children is one of our highest priorities. We ask every driver to do their part to slow down, to pay attention, and make sure this school year is safe for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Valentine, as well as all of our law enforcement partners statewide. We're so grateful for you, as well as everybody at the school systems throughout the state of Maryland, from our school bus drivers, our crossing guards, our teachers, our administrators. It really does take everybody together to make a difference, and we know that together we can have a safe and successful school year. It's up to each and every one of us, and as that final reminder, please be alert for school buses, stop school buses, and always drive carefully. Our school children are depending on each and every one of you. Thank you for your time. We'd be happy to answer questions afterwards. We're also going to turn on the school bus so we can demonstrate the stop arm coming out, what that looks like, and feel free to take additional photos of the signs to help demonstrate where you need to stop. Thank you all for coming today. We appreciate it.